Welcome back to the East Coast Outdoorsman. I'm Chris Ben, and this is part 2 of holiday beers. We got a variety pack from Troegs Independent Brewing, which is out of Hershey. It has the Perpetual IPA, the Mad Elf, an exclusive Naked Elf, which is an ale, and a Gingerbread Cookie Stout. With no further ado, let's get into it. Probably gonna save the IPA for last because I've actually had it before and it has a little bit of that bitterness that you would expect from an IPA. But with all these other ones, the flavors, I don't really want to mess them up too bad. So, what we got? Which one are we missing? The IPA. See if we can do this. I did it terribly wrong, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still learning how to do this stuff. Wow. All right. Good. Let's do it. All right. Like I said, this is a variety pack from Troegs Independent Brewing. It is called the Most Wonderful Beer of the Year. It comes with the Perpetual IPA, Gingerbread Cookie Stout, Mad Elf, and the Naked Elf Ale. A little water so we can clean our cup every time. There we go. I think we should start with, let's start with the Naked Elf Ale. Don't know much about it. I'm going to just read off what they have on the back for y'all. It's at 8.2% alcohol. It's a spicy Belgium. Cherry honey crisp, chocolate malt. So the holiday flavors of the Mad Elf. Just lost my light, but we're going to keep on rocking and rolling. Like I said, this is the exclusive Naked Elf Ale. I'm guessing it's going to be real similar to the Mad Elf. I don't know if you've ever had the Mad Elf. That's a classic. So like I said, this is 8.2. It smells good. It smells very similar to the Mad Elf. I'm not going to lie. Very, very similar. A lot of the same nose notes that you would get in that beer. It's not a bad beer. I taste a little bit of the cherries and the honey. It's definitely got a little bit of that like potpourri type flavor on the back of your mouth, but a good beer. Definitely reminds me of the Mad Elf. So, and this is supposed to be an exclusive for this variety pack that I got. That's the Mad Elf. Or Naked Elf Ale. It's good. I could drink that again. Just a little splash more. Just to make sure that I was right with what I said. You know, not because I want to drink more. Totally for research purposes. Yeah, that's a nice beer. I could drink that beer. I could drink that beer all holiday long. It's good beer. I'm not a huge ale fan. I like my IPAs, I like lagers, but that's not bad. A little water, clean the palate. All right. Let's go ahead and go with the Mad Elf. This has been a staple of holiday beers up here in the north for many years. It's probably one of my favorite holiday specific releases for beer. I've always liked it, and it's 11% alcohol. I mean, this is a big boy beer. This is 11% alcohol. cherries, honey, chocolate malt, all the stuff that's in the Naked Elf. But this is such a good beer. Like I said, I've drank this numerous times, especially up here in the north. Down south, you don't really see it down there. Obviously, it's based out of Hershey, and I mean, I'm sure you can probably get some Troegs down there, but I don't remember seeing it when I lived there. So let's give the Mad Elf a little taste. That's so good. You get a little bit of the cherries. You kind of get a little bit of that malt. It's got a beautiful red color. You can tell it comes from the cherries. It's nice. It's smooth. It's I'd say that I would take the Mad Elf over the Naked Elf because it's more my style of beer. It's a holiday ale, just like the other one. It's just a little, doesn't have a weird aftertaste of like the potpourri that the Naked Elf had. So far, I'm drinking the Mad Elf over the Naked Elf every time. Let's finish this up. Again, research purposes, not because I want to drink this beer. Who would want to do that? It's such a good beer. It's exactly what I think. When I think of like a good holiday beer, it's not overspiced with like holiday flavors. You get that warm feel from it. Like, you get that cherries and the honey. It's just beautifully balanced. That's a really good beer. I like that beer a lot. All right, down with that. Next up, I'm kind of excited about this. I like stouts. I don't drink them all the time, but when I want one, I enjoy them. So this next one up here is the Gingerbread Cookie Stout. It's 10.2% alcohol. I mean, these are heavy hitters. There is no questions about that. You're going to get a lot of ginger, clove, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, that chocolate that you get from a stout. I'm guessing this is going to be more chocolatey than it is going to be coffee, but should have a really rich, dark color being a stout. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Oh, I'm out of the camera frame. Beautiful color. Nice and dark, exactly what you want to see out of a stout. You can smell all the spices that you would think would be in like a gingerbread. Definitely have the cookie. Yeah, it's good. I don't mind it. Definitely has that raw chocolate, not like a finished chocolate, not like a Hershey chocolate bar or nothing. Have you ever had regular chocolate that kind of has that bitter, like a dark chocolate? It's kind of bitter. You definitely get a bitter finish. You can taste all of the gingerbread in it, all the flavors and all that stuff that's in it. It definitely has everything that they say it has. It's 10.2, so it's going to pack a little bit of an extra punch. But it's pretty damn good. I would say, for me, when it comes to like a stout beer, the only stout beer that I will enjoy like with a meal or something is going to be a Guinness. I love a good, regular, good old-fashioned Guinness with any meal. But this is more of a dessert stout to me. Like, instead of having that piece of cake, have a beer, or have a piece of cake and a beer. You know, I ain't telling you what to do, but that's what I would do. So anyway, this is going to be more like dessert to me. It's really good. I don't think I could sit down and have 3 or 4 watching the game. I could have 3 or 4 Mad Elves. Might be in a little trouble by the end of the game, but I could do that. The Naked Elf, I don't know. I don't want to rank them because all beers are good. Everyone has their own thing that they like and don't like. But for me, the Naked Elf is not my style. I don't like something about the aftertaste. It's like a perfumey. It's like someone just like with perfume at the end. I don't like it. So if I was gonna rank these three specifically, because to me the Perpetual is not really a holiday beer. Now we're gonna taste it, but when it comes to holiday beers, and in this variety pack, these three are it. Gingerbread, Stout, Mad Elf, Naked Elf. So where would I rank them? I would have to say I'm going to go Mad Elf, Gingerbread Cookie Stout, then the Naked Elf. Like I said, none of them are bad. I like them all. They all have something about them that I like. But for me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going Mad Elf, Stout, the Gingerbread Stout, and then the Naked Elf. We'll clean up our cup one more time. Just want to get all the residual from the other beer out. We do that a lot in the whiskey world to clean your cup when you're doing tastings. Just run a little water around, swish it around. Drink it, knock it out of the park. There we go. Next up, the Perpetual IPA. This is 7.5% alcohol. This is a very traditional, what you would expect from an IPA. It's a good hitter. I think anything in the 7 to 9% in the IPA world is kind of where I like to live when it comes to alcohol by volume for flavor. This is a year-round release. It's not just a seasonal. Like these three are seasonals. This was a year-round release for them, but you instantly, when you smell it, you instantly get the hops, everything that you expect from like a bitter IPA. You get it all with this. This one is exactly what you think of when you think of an IPA. Yeah, that's a good IPA. Good and bitter on the back of the tongue. Like I said, I mean, if you're an IPA guy, that's what you want. You want that bitterness. You want to kind of be like, ooh, you know, it's kind of like people say, oh, you're psycho if you like it. No, then maybe you're psycho. But I found most people that like whiskeys and bourbons are going to be a fan of an IPA because it's more interesting. Now, these flavored beers are cool. They have their own thing, but this is an interesting thing to me, the way it sits on your palate. It makes your tongue kind of just do backflips. It hits your throat. It's just good. I mean, like, out of all of these, I would drink this first. But I don't want to do that because these are holiday beers. And this is for holiday. So, yeah. I think I would say Mad Elf, definitely, if you can find it, grab yourself a 6-pack. Delicious beer, great for the holidays. Ginger Stout, cookie, it's good. I don't think I would go out and try to buy it just on its own. But in this pack, for the holiday season, you're hanging out with your cousins, your family, and y'all are just sitting around smashing some brews and talking. I like it. It ain't bad. This one, not my favorite. After I drink a couple of these, yeah, you can drink that because your palate's wasted anyway, so whatever you're drinking doesn't really matter. Same with whiskey. Once the first one's down, game on from there. But I like that they threw in a regular IPA, just something that is classic. It's what it is. You know what it's going to be. You're getting all of that you think out of it. That's money. That's one of my favorite ones here, what I consider local. Hershey's only about an hour from me, maybe less. But yeah, that's what it is. The most wonderful beer of the year for variety pack is pretty good. I would not say not to buy it. I'm sure that'll be gone before the holidays. So that's everything. If you like what we did today, you want to see more of it, let me know. Throw it in the comments. If you like this, give it a comment. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Blah, 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 all that stuff. I am going to go finish a couple of these beers and call it a day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Peace.